Hello there. How are you doing? On today's video, we're going to talk about the pipe operator. And this is one of the most important concepts in Elixir. So I need you to stop whatever you're doing and start paying close attention to this video, okay? And I'm gonna start off with one example where I think it's very useful to use the pipe operator. So I am going to create one function to generate a slug from a text, which is a very common operation. So def generate slug. I need a text as an argument, then do. All right. So the first thing that I want to do with the text is downcase it. So I'm gonna call string.downcase text. Okay, but after I finish this operation, I also want to replace the spaces from the between the text, and I want to replace it with a dash. So I'm going to get the result of this operation and then do a string dot replace. Okay, I'm going to replace the space with a dash. All right. Whoops. Okay. But I think I also want to trim the text, just in case there is some unnecessary space in the beginning or the end of the string. So I'm gonna call a third function on top of this result. So I'm gonna do string dot trim, okay, and then use all the other functions that I called here before. So let's test this to see if it's working. I'm gonna open up my terminal, run iex s mix. Okay, so helpers dot format dot, and the name is generate slug, so generate slug. And then I'm gonna pass a very crazy string here. Let's say, whoops, where's my caps lock? Okay, product name, and then a bunch of spaces, okay? And okay, that is not exactly what I wanted. What I wanted is, let me see, I think I should call the trim string function before I call the string dot replace. So what I'm gonna do here is call string dot trim, okay, and then the last operation that I'm going to call is string dot replace. Okay, you can see that it's very hard to read what I'm trying to do, right? We're gonna come up with a very smart solution in a couple of seconds. Okay, so I'm gonna replace the empty space with a dash. Okay, so now this should work. Let me recompile. Okay, I'm gonna call the same function with the same product name, and there you go. We first trimmed the string and then replaced whatever space that remained with a dash. Okay, the function works. So can I just leave the function here as is? And yes, you can, but this is extremely hard to read. And if any other developer sees this code, he's gonna complain because it doesn't look good. It doesn't feel right. So without any Elixir knowledge, you might say, hey, we could use some variables to store temporarily the result of that operation and then call the functions on top of those variables. So sure, let's do that. First of all, I'm going to create a variable like trimmed text. This is going to be the string dot trim text. Okay. And then after that, I think I'm going to call downcase. So I'm going to say lower case text that is going to be the trimmed text. and then I'm gonna call the string dot downcase on the trimmed text, okay? And then my final text is gonna be the lowercase text with a replace. So I'm gonna say final text is going to be string dot replace lowercase text, and then we're gonna call the space and then the dash here, okay. And since we don't have a return here on Elixir, we need to call the final text as the last line of this function because we want to return it, okay? So let me go back to the terminal, run, recompile, and then I'm gonna call the same function. And it works. Okay, is this better than what we did on the first place? Sure, it is. It is much better. But there is an Elixir way of calling multiple functions on top of each other. And we're using a functional programming language. We should be able to call a bunch of functions on top of each other on a beautiful way, you know? So let me introduce you the pipe operator. What is the pipe operator? It is this operator right here. It's the vertical pipe followed by the greater than sign, and they need to be together. And on my VS Code, I have something called font ligature turned on. So this way I have this nice icon as the pipe operator, okay? But there's a chance that this isn't set up on your VS Code, so you're gonna have something more like this, okay? So how the pipe operator works is you're going to grab the result of your first operation and then use it as the function parameter of your next operation on the right. And you're going to use it as the first argument of your next operation. So let's refactor this. What I'm going to do is I am going to let me trim the text first. I can do string dot trim. I'm gonna do this on top of the text. Okay. After that, I want to grab the result of this and call another function. So let's do it. After that, I want to call string dot downcase. Okay. And the pipe operator is gonna get the result of the operation on the left and use it as the first argument of the function on the right. So I don't need to use any function parameter here. I can leave it empty because the function parameter is going to be the result of this operation, right? And then after that, I want to call another function, which is the string dot replace, and then the first argument is going to be the result of all the other operations, and then the second argument will be the empty space that I want to replace, followed by the dash that I want to add, okay? And as you can see, once I finish writing the code, I press Command S, and then the Elixir formatter formatted the code for me. So let me open up the terminal once again. I'm gonna run recompile. Let me see if this works. Yes, it does. Okay, nice. So are we done here? Not actually. We have some other optimizations that we can do to make this look even more beautiful. So, as I said, the pipe operator is gonna grab whatever is on the left and use it as the first argument of the function on the right. So we can refactor this first function call to look like this. Remove the text, and then you're gonna pass the text before the pipe operator. And there you go. Now, you could just leave the previous implementation here, which in my opinion looks good already, but in my humble opinion, this looks better. And another thing that, in my opinion, will make this look a lot better is if you have multiple pipe operators going on, usually we try to format it on the vertical instead of horizontally. So what I like to do is break the line. So we're going to break the line here, and then here, here, and there you go. Now, as I said, we have a built-in formatter on Elixir, and the first example that I gave you with the horizontal pipe operators, it's not wrong. So that's why the formatter did not complain or break the expression vertically, because that is valid Elixir, so it didn't complain. But if I format on the vertical and I run command save again, then the formatter uh, leaves the code the way that it is now. So if I recompile once again, and then I call the function once again, there you go. It still works. So yeah, what is your opinion about the pipe operator? Does this look better to you? In my opinion, it does, because it is visually extremely easy to understand what is going on. I'm just grabbing the text, passing it to the first function. The result of this is going to be passed to the second function, and then the result of this is going to be passed to the third function. Now, always remember that we are passing that as the first function parameter. So what we have here, for example, on this third function is the equivalent of something like this. We're storing the string down case on like a variable, and then calling string.replace on the result of this operation on top. Okay, so keep that in mind. And one final thing that I wanted to mention before ending this video is that many people seem to like the pipe operator a lot, and then they start refactoring the entire code to use pipe operators. And on my humble opinion, you should only use the pipe operator if you have two or more functions being called. If you have just one, I don't think it's a good idea. Like, you could use the pipe operator, but I don't know. I think it's a bit unnecessary. So for example, we have the function on top called trim text. We could refactor it to look like this: text, and then the pipe operator. Now, is this better? That's up to you. Usually, I don't use the pipe operator if we have just one function. I use it when we have two or more. And you could even break this vertically to look like this. This is still valid Elixir, but I don't know, it feels a bit over-engineered to use the pipe operator on just one function. If I have just one function, I like to keep things simple, okay? So that's it. I hope you learned something new today, and you're gonna use the pipe operator a lot throughout your Elixir code. So that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. See you next time.